may not matter much.
So let's play pickleball. Chance to play Garnett and Alshon tomorrow.
Side out.
And they may be in their 40s, but the hands on the other side are very good.
And this one will be decided more about hand speed, in my opinion, and they can hang with this very talented duo.
And one of the classic Matt Wright swing and a miss on purpose. Good day for the Wichita duo of Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova, both making the semifinals. They did not have a good day yesterday in mixed, but were able to throw that away.
Yeah, nice little bounce back from both of them.
And he will speed up off the forehand. And then ever since the great breakup of 23 with Riley Newman, Matt Wright gets farther again here than Riley does.
And to me, Matt Wright is really the X factor in this matchup. This would be a heck of a feat if they're able to take down Frazier and Johnson, but he has both the hand speed and the wide range of an arsenal in how he can create offense that very few have. Wow. Digging deep into his arsenal on that particular occasion.
I mean, that's one of those where you are absolutely trying to hit somebody. I mean, that he is not trying to make that ball at all, and not in a bad way, in a strategic way. Just nice dodge from the Missouri Tiger, Dylan Frazier.
And to me, this is where Rettenmaier is going to have to be a little bit more careful. He can absolutely hang in hand speed when he's attacked, but I think it's going to be hard for him to create a lot of offense through that wall that Frazier and Johnson create.
1-2-2.
Are we going to get a call for a hinder? Because Matt Wright thought the point was over, and then Dylan Frazier appeared.
Yes, not there yet. Yep,
they would have a pretty good argument.
He does not get it.
2-1-1.
Unbelievable get behind J.W. Johnson there from Frazier.
Second serve.
Just the right amount of pace there. Placement over power.
Yeah, and one area of the game where their lack of youth may hurt them would be defensively extending points at the baseline.
Yeah, that's one thing. Certainly when Riley was Matt's partner, he could count on a lot of digging and defense and scrapping.
Second serve.
Nice little flick there, able to catch Dylan Frazier on the paddle side shoulder.
What a little fade to the right to get that ball and then get it down on the ground, Kyle.
He gets the head of his paddle up so fast to get on top of the volleys. Just does that as good as anyone I've seen in the game.
I like Travis taking that one. Just got to make it. Gives Matt time to get to the kitchen line. May not live to see that one another time, but just go back and serve quickly and act like it never happened.
Yeah, it worked there, but that's the kind of aggression where Rettenmaier, in my opinion, is going to have to be a little careful. Elite hands on the other side of the net.
And this is, okay, the middle dink to the lob pattern. And that stays in, and that does not.
Yeah, I think Rettenmaier was pretty surprised that that one did stay in. Didn't quite have his body in the right position to hit either a drive or a drop after that last lob found the court.
Yeah, Rettenmaier, very decorated tennis player, pro tennis player, especially in doubles. So that's why he's translated very well here. And The other thing we're seeing since Mother Nature's decided to be sunny in
3-2-1.
Florida is some interesting little bursts of light onto that center court. We'll see if that affects vision at all.
Point. Four, two, one. Point.
So the middle dink is where Matt Wright had so much success in getting the better of the two youngsters in the past. So we'll see if they continue to do that. Now the rest of the game has to go along with it, and they're putting Matt Wright on the left.
Second serve.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, to be honest with you, Dave, that they didn't start with Matt Wright on the left, just because I feel like the arsenal of what he's capable of with his attacking is a little bit deeper than Rettenmaier, and such a tough team to score points against.
Yes, sir. 5-2-2. Point.
The reload factor there is just extraordinary.
Yeah, Matt Wright taking a chance, trying to slide that through the middle, but J-Dub was all over that one. Possibly the
6-2-2.
fastest hands in pickleball.
Point.
Yeah, a little out of sorts on the other side. They've switched sides. That didn't work. Missed volley there, and a very nice 7-2 lead for the 2 seed with their eyes on yet another Sunday.
Point.
And maybe trying to do a little too much because of the scoreboard.
Yeah, 100%. The bounce did not sit up very high there. Probably could wait for a better spot to engage.
Side out.
Dylan Frazier trying to get out of the way of that one as it was going to go to the back
You
fence.
hate when you jump into
2-8-1.
it. Like if he would have just stayed, he'd have been okay. But man, just wide
Second
there.
serve.
So again, the sun in the eyes of Matt and Travis on the
2-8-2.
far side with the way it's coming in. That can be tough. Wow. Dylan Frazier, who does not have a tennis background, hit just one of the best overheads I've seen on a pickleball court.
Came up with an impossible angle there, and to hit that for a winner with all his
Clean.
momentum going backwards is very, very tough to do.
Tip of the cap to the Tiger there. Wow.
Point.
Yeah, Frazier ready to take advantage of another pop-up there, that time from Matt Wright, and they are rolling here in
2-1.
game one, Dave.
Point.
Middle wide open there. And that's why, yes, they're both 21. But the ability to just recognize what the right pickleball shot is here, perfect from J-Dub right there.
Yeah, their pickleball IQ
10-2-1.
is much, much higher than their age, that's for sure.
Game point. And another flick through the middle, and this duo is so good right now, and they show why. They played great in Dallas at Nationals, and he's carried it right over.
Yeah, certainly one of the stars in our sport. I was going to say rising stars, but I think he's already risen.
He rose.
Got Matt Wright on the left to start here game two.
Point.
And you've got to be willing to grind at
Yes.
least a little bit if you want to put some pressure on this team. Good patient first point from Wright and Rettenmaier.
Side out.
So Matt's going to be looking for forehands to attack, and that one he does not make, but they get one to start with.
0-1-1.
And I don't mind the choice either. You'd love to make your opponent volley at least, but it was a ball that sat up a little bit. He's got to take chances at times.
And speaking of sitting up, just a beautiful fillet room service sitting there, and Matt was all over that one. Nothing Dylan could do to respond. We'll see if the sun affects Frazier and Johnson on that far side.
Side out.
Same speed up, gets the ball back, no harm done, and that's their chance.
Yeah, and that's why you have to tell yourself, even when it doesn't work out once in a while, you get that same ball, you got to go again.
Two beautiful back-to-back overheads there, and J.W. Johnson's like, wait, man, Dylan hit a really good overhead in game one. I want to show that I can do it.
See if I can match that.
Yeah.
And I don't mind the choice on the lob from Matt Wright, but I think he needs to set that up with some aggressive dinking out wide first. Didn't really have J.W. Johnson out of position before he tried that.
Side out.
And the ability to just get to that forehand from the low paddle position that he holds is remarkable.
It's not what you teach. You just admire it and say, that's a heck of a talent over there.
And that's pretty. And that was the question, I'd say, in the early spring, early summer range, about that 3-month period, where a lot of those dead dinks in the middle, J.W. Johnson did nothing with them. New paddle now, more confidence, and he's speeding it up. And that's a great ball right there. Just wide from Matt right there. Did the little shimmy, dropped the shoulder. Where's this going to go? Unfortunately for him, no doubles alley here on the pickleball court.
Yeah, ran out of real estate there. Yeah, and you mentioned that evolution of a player in J.W. Johnson of missing kind of that forehand speed up, and he has the ability to do it. It's kind of tough to knock him because taking the patient route had given him so much success, but to get over that next hump, to beat the Johns brothers and be that #1 team, it's a shot he'll need to continue to develop and get more comfortable with.
And some wild misses here, and a full haymaker to the paddle there from Travis Rettenmaier. That had to hurt. It's got a target on it, that engaged paddle. Wow, what shape on that one from Matt Wright.
Yeah, kind of found an impossible angle. Didn't look like there was much space over there.
And
somehow. Yeah.
Okay. They got to go now. Oh, and the Michigan Wolverine goes to the Tui and then rounds him up like Rafa Hewitt after that.
Yeah, a little shout out to Rafa Hewitt for the roundup, and talked about a wide range of attacks. I haven't seen that one much. New one to the arsenal.
And Matt Wright is on fire, just like his football team, which has been in the news for the wrong reasons, but they did get their 1,000th win in school history today.
He had quite the record at Michigan himself as a tennis player.
And, oh no. And just, dancing along the kitchen line, trying to make one and then another and then another, and pulled it wide.
Yeah, you don't hate it. You're often the in-rhythm player when you cut across the middle. It feels like you're taking your partner's ball. Most of the time, that will work out.
Yeah, I love the idea of staying engaged there. And the Matt Wright show is here.
We see what he's capable of in short bursts with that up-tempo style. Love that they're getting a little bit louder as a team.
Yes.
They need to bring that energy aside from just their physical play to take down these talented youngsters.
And getting chatty. They will get nothing in response on the other side, but it definitely pumps them up. So great response, 4 in a row. Can they get another? They cannot, but a nice pressing of the pace from Matt Wright. And let's see how the youngsters deal with just a little adversity here. Man, that's good from Dylan Frazier.
He's really perfected that right side. A lot of good right side players. For me, he may be at the top of the list.
Attention, Colin Johnson. That's a nice roll, and Dylan can hurt you off the bounce too, and that's why this team, just the rolls, they understand. Like, you can't underscore how important that is. Wright pumps his fist with a smile at Dylan. He actually got a smile back.
Dylan smiling right back. Kind of a weird exchange.
Another weird one off the tape there, and threw off the timing of J.W. Johnson just a bit. So they get 2 back, tied at 5.
Really tough roll there from Matt Wright. That did not sit up very high. Only a handful of players can initiate attacks at that position.
And a paddle clap from Matt Wright as Dylan Frazier able to get to the forehand and not just get there, but hit a clean winner. Oh.
And that's another tool that a play that they have in their arsenal. They can work the shake and bake a little bit. Travis Rettenmaier, great forehand drive, solid singles player, allowing Matt Wright to disconnect with the poach.
Down and good night.
Yeah, was able to kind of chicken wing Rettenmaier on that initial speed up. Got some air under the ball, able to put the next one away. Nice job there by J.W. Johnson.
5-6-1.
Yeah, a little ambitious from Travis there because the hands are just always going to be good.
Yeah, if you can get J.W. Johnson reaching on the backhand side, sometimes you can get some defensive replies, but anything close to his body, he covers as well as anyone.
And Matt Wright goes to the well once too often and gets a visit to the tattoo parlor to show for it. Frazier all over it. He'd like a Missouri Tiger logo. Paddle clank threw that off. Nice first volley. They need that. Again, the winner gets Garnett and Alshon in the final tomorrow. And what a brilliant backhand overhead. There's the tennis prowess from Rettenmaier. And Matt Wright gets the final one, but this is a difficult shot that Rettenmaier hit right there and able to get it down.
Yeah, got it down. Tough to generate any kind of strength or power on that shot. Great setup, great finish from Matt Wright.
And unlike a lot of men's doubles points, this has had a lot more action, a lot quicker trigger pulls. I think Rettenmaier and Wright know that we're just going to go when we have a chance.
Yeah, right now, J.W. Johnson being a little more aggressive sometimes than we see him. With any time Rettenmeier's a little off the line, he's engaging and trusting his recounter and his hand speed.
Side out.
Another self-shake and bake, but the easy bake oven did not work there for Matt Wright, so no
7-6-1.
points earned there. And he is just blistering the tape. How many balls?
Well, you
that's
see,
the margin.
And they're committed to keep firing until J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier get to the kitchen line. They know how tough they are once that point gets to neutral, fighting against that any way they can.
This time in a similar spot, Dylan Frazier brings the backhand over there.
Yeah, and Matt Wright really expecting that counter to come right back to the same spot. Little unusual that Dylan was able to slide that one back through the middle.
Because Matt's okay if he makes contact because he thinks he's getting another forehand, and most certainly did not. What a shot from Frazier. Oh, another wind up in a disgusted wave at that, and an apology to Rettenmaier. 2 points from Sunday.
9-6-2.
And
Side out.
his confidence was shaken, and he just...
No, he understands it's all about the long-term math, as we've talked about. If he's content with being passive and inviting them in, it's going to be a tough proposition.
6-9-1.
Trying to keep that advantage as long as he can.
Got to go here. Wow. I see your backhand overhead, and I raise you. J.W. Johnson, look at this.
We talked about the forearm strength of J.W. Johnson, and you definitely need some strong forearms to generate pace on a backhand overhead. Really well done.
Side out.
The drive just a little high, and that makes it really tough on Rettenmaier. So, again, no
9-6-1.
points gained.
Second serve.
Well, that's good hands by Rettenmaier there to be able to handle the first counter.
Yeah, they're committed to speeding everything up, even if that drop bounces. If they have any way they can fire, they're doing it right now.
9-6-2.
Nice little flip there. The backhand dink just travels a little too far, and then it's just too dangerous. And we are at match point.
10-6-2. Side out.
J.W. Johnson tried his magical willpower, but it did not have a effect of going all the way over to Dylan. So, can they get off 6? They've been stuck here.
Second serve.
And Matt even answered my question for me. No.
Yeah, he knew that the moment it hit the paddle,
16-2.
well short. Let's see if they've got one last push in them.
Point.
Okay. Drive number 1. They need to find 3 more of those. See if
17-2.
they return to Matt again. They do not.
Side out.
Smart choice. Just little in-game adjustments. Don't let him crack a couple forehands and make this kind of close. Second chance for Sunday right here. They also have the 40-year-olds on the move here.
Second serve.
Get one stop.
Awkward location for the reset there from Frazier.
10-7-2.
Wasn't able to convert. Still have another chance.
Stays in. What a volley from Travis Rettenmaier right there. Nerves of steel. Throws a lob up that lands an inch inside the line and then puts away the backhand right there. What an angle.
Yeah, to be able to create that angle from volleying from the middle of the court. Saw how J-Dub was leaving that spot open. Very tough tunnel to find.
So,
like J.W. Johnson. Wouldn't that be a great storyline?
I will be talking about that for weeks if that happens. And now within 2.
Here they come, Dave. Not out of it yet.
Rettenmaier goes to the lob, but he kind of showed it. And if you even give them an inkling, watch J.W. Johnson react to this. He was pushing off before that ball left the paddle, and that's trouble.
He read that one really early. Don't hate the lob choice, but just pretty poor execution on that attempt.
Second chance to get within 1. Wow. Blistered down the middle. So another step forward, but now they got to play defense again. Another chance to close it out here for the 2 seed.
10-8-1.
Oh, and a ricochet off Matt Wright, and that will do it. So friendly fire ends the match.